So, and if you all want to come back and hear back some of the information we discussed, you'll be able to have that resource. So here we are live, we are recording. Well, welcome everyone to today's Transfer Student Information Session, and happy National Transfer Student Week. We have a lot of events going on this week, and we're really excited you're able to come attend today's event and celebrate National Transfer Student Week with us in this way. We do have ongoing events throughout the rest of the week as well, so definitely stay tuned on our Instagram. We have posts going up every day letting you know what's going on, and we definitely hope you come back and celebrate again with us later on in the week. So before we get started, let's introduce ourselves, right? So you know who these folks are that are giving you all this information. So good morning, or good afternoon now, I guess, 5 minutes into the afternoon. My name is Dean Spencer-Carrion, and I am one of the assistant deans in the School of Arts and Sciences, Newark. And with me today is the lovely...
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andrea Morales, and I'm also an assistant dean for the School of Arts and Sciences, as well as I also oversee transfer student services for the School of Arts and Sciences. Welcome.
Awesome. So before we dig into the specific info for all of you transfer students and the questions you may have about transferring, for the folks here who might be, new to Rutgers University Newark or are interested in applying to Rutgers University Newark, specifically the School of Arts and Sciences, here's a brief overview about us. So the School of Arts and Sciences Newark has 2 undergraduate colleges, one being the Newark College of Arts and Sciences and the other being University College Newark. And we offer over 2,000 different courses each year. That's a lot. And we have nearly 40 different areas of study. So if you're transferring into the School of Arts and Sciences Newark, you have a wide variety of programs to choose from between STEM fields, the social sciences, arts and humanities. We really have it all. We also have really unique programs and opportunities in the School of Arts and Sciences Newark, such as our own scholarship program that our students can apply to each year. We have incredible research opportunities. We have 8 research centers that we're affiliated with, and students can participate in research in the School of Arts and Sciences as early as their first year here with us. We have wonderful, innovative spaces on campus and in the city of Newark, including our Express Newark building. And we have, wonderful spaces for students to collaborate with community partners and really express themselves and contribute not just to the School of Arts and Sciences Newark community, but the community of the city of Newark as a whole, which is really awesome. We also have other unique programs like the Garden State LSAMP program for students who are pursuing careers in STEM, because one of our goals is to not only have you have a wonderful in-classroom experience, but also gain hands-on experience for your future career, so that when you do graduate, you are prepared to enter the workforce head-on. So that's a brief overview about us. And I know we mentioned we have nearly 40 different degree programs for you to choose from. So in the Newark College of Arts and Sciences, this is a list of our different major programs of study. So A through Z, you can see them all. We have STEM, social sciences, arts and humanities, fine arts, and just take a glimpse there and you'll see, I'm sure, all the different areas you're interested in are on that list. We also have this listed on our website, and we have a prospective student webpage where you can get linked directly to our list of all of our majors and minors here in the School of Arts and Sciences Newark. And in the University College Newark, we have 6 programs of study, including computer science, English, history, psychology, social work, and sociology. And something you might not know about the School of Arts and Sciences Newark is that we do have off-campus degree programs as well. So if you look on the screen, you'll see that we have RUM programs in journalism, psychology, and social work at Brookdale. And we also have a psychology program at CCM Randolph campus. So that's a fun fact about us. And if you think you might be interested in those programs, definitely reach out to us and we can talk to you more about those specifics. something cool that students don't always think about when they're applying, but it's certainly an important thing to consider would be any other degrees you may be interested in pursuing, like a master's degree. And we do offer accelerated degree programs, which means that on an accelerated timeline, you would complete your bachelor's degree as well as a graduate degree. And these are the different areas that we would offer those programs in. So if any of those are areas that you are hoping to pursue academically or in your career, we definitely have some options for you. And another area that I want to make sure that I tell you all about before I hand it over to Dean Morales to talk more about the specifics of transferring is our pre-professional services unit. So we have a lot of students in the School of Arts and Sciences Newark interested in pursuing careers in healthcare or pre-professional areas after graduation. And so we have, as you can see on the screen, we have programs in pre-health, specifically medicine, dentistry, students who are pursuing PA or PT school in the future. We also have a pre-engineering program. We have a lot of pre-law resources for students and a pre-law advisor specifically to help you pursue your goal of going to law school, and a pre-pharmacy program. And as I'm sure you all know, we are close in proximity to the medical school and the dental school and the law school. We share a city with them. We have a lot of partnerships with those folks. And so if you're not sure what you want to necessarily study for your bachelor's degree, but your long-term goals are one of these kinds of programs, we definitely recommend you apply to SASN and connect with our pre-professional services unit, because they're the folks who are going to get you prepared and on track to successfully pursue one of those careers and get into those professional schools. We also have some joint programs in the healthcare field with our School of Health Professions, specifically in clinical laboratory science, health information management, health sciences, medical imaging sciences, and psychiatric rehabilitation and psychology. So if those are programs you are interested in as well, we have those joint programs where you would complete the prerequisite coursework here in the School of Arts and Sciences Newark and ultimately transfer to the School of Health Professions, which is also located in Newark, and you would then complete your certification and your degree there before graduation. And so if you have questions specifically about our pre-professional services that I just reviewed, they do have their own website as well, and it has so much information for you to look through. So if you were to go to tinyurl.com/runprepro, you would find their website as well as their contact information. They have their own emails, and the pre-health and pre-law advisors are all there for you to be able to get in touch with, and we definitely encourage you to do so. So now I'm going to pass it over to Dean Morales, who's going to talk to you a little bit more about the specifics of transferring and to figure out, are you ready to transfer?
Thank you very much, Dean Carrion. So the information that I'm going to provide in the next few slides is really applicable to internal transfer students, meaning you're currently enrolled at Rutgers. It's also pertinent for students that may have attended Rutgers at some point and stopped out and wish to re-enroll to complete their degree. And then we round out the presentation with information for brand new transfer students where spring 2021 will be your first semester at Rutgers. So the first population that we are going to go over is the school-to-school transfer criteria. Now, this is applicable for students that are currently enrolled within a division of Rutgers and wish to transfer to either the Newark College of Arts and Sciences or University College Newark. So the criteria would be you need to complete at least 24 credits at Rutgers, complete English Comp 101 and English Comp 102, college algebra or higher, and that could be pre-calc or calculus 1, and complete a minimum GPA of 2.3 at Rutgers University. So again, this is the school-to-school transfer criteria, and the application, the link to the application is there for your reference. And this application is for students that are currently enrolled this fall semester at a division of Rutgers and wish to transfer for spring 2021 to the Newark College of Arts and Sciences or University College Newark. So that's our internal transfer process. again, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have regarding any of the transfer slides that I'm going over. So the next criteria is students that may have stopped out of Rutgers. Regardless of the division that you attended previously at Rutgers, you have the opportunity to re-enroll into the Newark College of Arts and Sciences or University College Newark by submitting our re-enrollment application. And the application link there is there for your reference. If you're not currently enrolled and wish to re-enroll for spring 2021, you would complete the re-enrollment application. Okay. So the next few slides are specific to new students considering transferring to the School of Arts and Sciences for spring 2021. If you are transferring to us from a regionally accredited two-year institution, a community college, we can accept between 60 to 65 degree credits. If you are transferring to us from an accredited four-year institution, we can accept between 86 to 90 degree credits. And for those of you that may have attended both a two-year institution as well as a four-year institution, the max number of credits is 90, of which we can accept between 60 to 65 from a two-year. The minimum grade to transfer is the letter C. We do not accept D grades in transfer credit. For those of you that may have attended an institution outside of the U.S., that transcript will be evaluated by one of the members of the NACES organization, where they would evaluate that and, if necessary, translate it prior to us reviewing that. If you have any questions regarding international credits or credit sources, please let me know. We also accept credits for IB, International Baccalaureate, CLEP credits, and as well as AP. For IB, the exam would be the high-level exam that we accept with a grade of 5, 6, or 7. The AP exam, the minimum grade is 4 or 5. And the CLEP, you have to have scored is within the 50th percentile or higher. Okay. We do have course evaluation applications that I wanted to highlight. If you are considering transferring and you wanted to see how your courses would transfer to the School of Arts and Sciences, we do have a program called TRACK, Transfer of Academic Credit System, and the link is there at the bottom of the slide that you can access the TRACK program. For those of you attending a New Jersey community college, we do have a partnership with njtransfer.org where you can see how your courses will transfer to the School of Arts and Sciences, as well as NJ Transfer does have recommended transfer programs that I would like to highlight as well. If you haven't done so already, I would encourage you to review that. And again, NACES.org for those international credits. For those of you attending a New Jersey community college and are earning an associate's degree or already have earned an associate's degree, I wanted to touch upon the benefits of transferring with that AA or AS degree. So for those of you that have completed an AA or AS degree and transferring to the School of Arts and Sciences, you are considered to have completed all of your general education requirements. That means that once you transfer to us, you will not have to take any additional histories, literature, science classes, math classes, unless your major requires it. You would focus on your major, your second concentration, which could be another major, a minor, a special program, completing the minimum of 120 degree credits. And for those of you that are earning your associate's degree, you already have completed about 60 to 65 for that degree. Therefore, you're transferring in with a little over half of the degree program already completed. So it really is a benefit to earn your AA or AS degree. Okay. Sorry, wrong slide. So next steps, for those of you that have applied for spring 2021 and are interested in transferring to us, your first step is to accept your offer of admission. If you've already accepted your offer of admission, then your next step would be to sign up for our SOAR program. That's our Student Orientation Advisement and Registration. Once you've done that, or as you're applying for or signing up for SOAR rather, you're going to be asked a series of questions to determine whether or not you need to complete our English or math placement exam. If needed, then your third step would be to complete that necessary exam, whether it's English or math or both, and then preparing for your SOAR program. All this information will be provided to you via email once you accept your offer of admission. We will communicate all this information to you via email. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and we'll be able to assist you. And then pre-transfer advisement. If you have questions and are unsure of making your decision and you wanted to touch base with someone in our office, either Dean Carrion or myself, we are offering drop-in hours this Friday from 1 to 4 o'clock. If you could click on or select or highlight the link, the SASN virtual hours, we will have that in, I'll add that to the comments, or I'm sorry, the chat, rather, with the passcode SASN, and you'll be able to chat with us on Friday. We also, for those students that are currently already at Rutgers, you do have access to Degree Navigator. That's an advising tool that I recommend that you use. And again, NJ Transfer for those students that are currently at the community college in New Jersey. Okay, so now we're going to open it up to questions. If you have any questions, I see that we have a few already.
Yes, so someone did ask if there was a fee associated with the school-to-school transfer application. And the answer to that is no. So if you are already enrolled at a Rutgers University unit and applying to transfer into the School of Arts and Sciences Newark, school-to-school transfers do not require an additional fee as you're already enrolled here. Let's see. So Dean Morales, we did get a question about using njtransfer.org and other such tools, and the student specifically asked how much of an estimate can they make from the information reflected on NJ Transfer because they're concerned about, you know, that information having changed or expired, perhaps.
So the information, we try to keep it as current as possible. Although it may say the last time the course was evaluated or reviewed was some time ago, but that may just mean that the course has not changed its content in that amount of time. But again, if you have any questions related to specific course information, that I would recommend that you send us an email at Transfer Services or visit us during our virtual drop-in hours, and we can look at those courses specifically. But I would definitely recommend using NJ Transfer and really accepting what the course equivalencies are on NJ Transfer. But if there are any courses that you do have questions on, please let us know.
Absolutely.
Let's include in the chat the link.
Let me open up the regular chat box for you so that you can go ahead and post that. And while you post that link, it looks like we got another question. So someone had asked, once I accept my offer of admission, will I then meet with an advisor to sign up for classes? And the answer to that is yes. However, it will be through the SOAR process that Dean Morales outlined before, unless you are a school-to-school transfer student. So depending on if you are a brand new student to Rutgers or if you're a school-to-school transfer, the process is slightly different. But if you are a brand new incoming transfer student, yes. At SOAR, you will have a meeting with an academic advisor to discuss your anticipated areas of study, your transfer coursework, because you will have already had your transfer credits evaluated, and you'll be able to speak with someone to get all registered for the perfect classes for you moving forward for your specific degree program. And I do see that that URL to our pre-transfer advising hours is in the chat now, so you should be able to click open both the Q&A or the chat area. And I would really encourage you all to take advantage of that opportunity. It will be a one-on-one appointment, so it will not be a small group session. You'll be able to meet one-on-one on a drop-in basis with an advisor in our office to ask, specific questions about your own experience as a transfer student. So I really encourage you all to take advantage of that opportunity on Friday. This Friday, we have our first session, and we will have them on upcoming Fridays throughout the semester. And that information is also posted on our website. Do we have any other questions from the folks in the audience that you want us to address before we end our session today? Of course, you can reach us via email on the screen if you do have questions after today. But while we're here, we'd love to help answer any questions or concerns you may have. So for now, I'm going to end the recording while we hang out here to answer your questions, so that if you go to play this back, or the folks who weren't able to attend today are able to end the recording now and contact us with any other questions or concerns. So for those of you watching the recording, thanks for tuning in, and we will chat soon. Definitely reach out to us via email if you have any questions about transferring.